Hey everybody, welcome back to the Duke of Cards, the Esper family channel. And we are headed back into the 70s with my PC that started when I was a kid, roughly from the early 70s to the early 80s. And we are 1979 tops. And that is the big year of Ozzie Smith rookie card. And there were 726 cards in the set. And I have approximately 900 cards that I collected as a kid, going just about every day to, there's a 5 and dime store that was about a mile from my house, and I collected them basically one pack at a time. So let's get right into it. Here we got our checklist. So I go over the binders as most of the common cards, and then the second half of the video I'll hit some of the Hall of Famers and that great Ozzie Smith card that you want to definitely hang out and check out. So here's our checklist, some of our leaders, big names on there, some record holders, Nolan Ryan's right there, Hammerin' Hank, who just passed away. Some of our record breakers, there's Pete, Charlie Hustle. And obviously, because I've got 900 cards, there's quite a few doubles. And there's team prospects, team rookies. There's Lonnie Smith, who was a big help in winning the World Series with the Phillies in 1980. There's Pedro Guerrero. Some more team rookies. And some of the A's. Got some on the back too. Mariners. Twins. A lot of Twins. Some Mets. There's Jerry Koosman, old timer. He threw the ball really hard. Got that over top delivery Jerry Koosman does. Kind of like Sandy Koufax. More Mets. Indians. A lot of Indians. Hey, Cubbies. There's Manny Trio. He actually appears in Cubs and also in the Phillies this year. He was second baseman for the Phillies. He was a big deal in helping them win the World Series again in 1980 for the first time. There we go. More Cubbies. More Cubbies. Bill Buckner. Bruce Sutter. Hall of Famer. More Blue Jays. Hey, and there's the error card of Bump Wills in his Texas uniform. Blue Jay card. Orioles. Lee May. I actually pitched against his son, Derek May, when I was growing up. He hit a home run off me, and I struck him out. More O's. Giants. White of blue, Willie McCovey. Hall of Famer. Expose. Steve Steve Rogers had a solid career. Reds, Sparky Anderson. Joe Morgan, Hall of Famer. Dave Concepcion and Pete Rose actually have their autograph. My sister got their autograph. Dave Concepcion and Pete Rose were together in a cafe in Florida. My sister was right there and got their autograph for me. I'll show that to you. Ken Griffey Sr., Tom Seaver, Hall of Famer. Rangers. Fergie Jenkins, Hall of Famer. Royals. A lot of Royals. Phillies, the Tugger. Shake and Bake McBride. Steve Carlton, Mike Schmidt, Hall of Famers. There's Manny Trio again, showed up a second time. Yankees. Sparky Lyle, Goose Gossage, Catfish Hunter. Detroit Tigers. John Walkenfuss, Delaware native, grew up about a mile from my house. My oldest sister knew him, went to the same high school. Mark Fidrick, 70s guy. Gotta look him up if you don't know his story. Short career, but amazing first couple seasons, and passed away way too soon. Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. Sweet Lou. Angels. Cardinals. Keith Hernandez. Lou Brock, Hall of Famers. Ted Simmons. There's Ted Simmons again. Pirates. Dave Parker, one of the strongest arms in right field. Burt Blyleven, Hall of Famer. Kent DeColby with that crazy sidearm. Astros. Joe Niekro, Phil Niekro's brother. There's Joe Niekro again. So I am missing a couple, like I'm missing Gaylord Perry. So someday I'll look at finishing this set. Oscar Gamble with the crazy 70s hair. Raleigh Fingers, Hall of Famer. More Padres. White Sox. A lot of White Sox. Braves. Gary Matthews. He played for the Phillies towards the end of his career. Gene Garber ended up playing for the Phillies. Sal Bando, old timer, played for the A's early in the 70s. Brewers. Dodgers. Steve Garvey had a solid career. David Lopes, Don Sutton, there's a Hall of Famer. Charlie Huff, Tommy John for the Tommy John surgery. Dusty Baker, long coaching career. Red Sox. Alright, I'll meet you in the other half of the video. Alright everybody, welcome to the second half of the video, 1979 Topps, and we are going to go over some of the Hall of Famers, rookie cards, a couple specialty cards, and the more cards that are harder to get from the series and higher value. And these guys are the Phillies Hall of Famers. Chuck Klein, Robin Roberts, Richie Ashburn, aka Whitey, Jim Bunning, Lefty Carlton, and Mike Schmidt. Here we go with a couple cards that were in the PC. Jim Palmer Kellogg's 3D. Check that out. There's the back of the card. And we got Jim Rice in 3D Kellogg's. So here's some other cool stuff from 1979. Was at a Phillies game at Veterans Stadium. Took some pictures, and here's how we know it's from 79 is that back then you could actually get your pictures with and make a postcard out of them. So it was June of 1979. There is Gary Maddox warming up. I believe that's Jose Cardinal. I'm not sure who they are. Some coaches, it looks like. There's Pete Rose. There's Pete Rose at first base. And he's warming up Mike Schmidt. And there's Larry Boa. I believe that is Ted Sizemore. There's Rose again. They're playing the Atlanta Braves. And there is Pete Rose. Now that's Gary Matthews. He ends up playing for the Phillies later on in his career. I believe this is Larry Christensen. And there's Pete Rose up to bat. And there's the Philly Fanatic. And he's messing with the band. And then back to Gary Maddox. So that was a fun day. And this is the number 1 card in the set. Rod Carew and Dave Parker. Thurman Munson. George Brett. Dale Murphy. The Eck guy, Dennis Eckersley. Robin Yount. Ryan Express. Couple Pop Stargell. Dwight Evans, and a pretty centered card there. Gary Carter. Tom Seaver. It's not bad centering. Raleigh Fingers. Pete Rose. And this is probably the best card that I have that's centered in this whole 79 Topps series. It's a good looking card. Really sharp. Nicely centered. This is probably the second one that's probably the best centered. Jim Palmer. Paul Molitor. And another Thurman Munson. Carlton Fisk. This card looks pretty well centered too. Mets team card, Joe Torre. Rod Carew. A couple Reggie Jacksons. Johnny Bench. Bob Horner's rookie card. A couple Yankees team pictures. And the Hawk, Andre Dawson. And there is Ryan again with Walter Johnson. Joe Morgan. Jim Rice. There is the Yasman. These were a couple cards that are hard to get and good centering in this set. A couple other cards that are pretty hard to get well centered. And he also had a lot of ink bleeds in this set. Like this one here. Really tough because of that ink bleed right there. And Jack Morris. And we got coming up the big money card. The big Ozzie Smith card. There it is. Pretty well centered. Not great on the back. It's still pretty good. Alright guys, that's 1979 Topps. If you guys like the video, and subscribe, and check out my Duke Esper video about had the family baseball history of Duke Esper and his career and all of the amazing things he did with the Baltimore Orioles in 1894, 95, and 96. And a couple 1890s cards that we have on that video. All right, thanks.